Don't watch that. Watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is TeleBingo and your host, Simon Barnett.
Hello there. How's it going? Thank you very much. Very good evening to you. Welcome to TeleBingo. Now, I'm sure you're aware, every week, the mail here for Ingrid and I is enormous. Every week, the letter just keeps flooding in. And I've got it for you. I'll read it to you, if you've got a moment, and I hope you have. Dear Si, have to say, you're a bit of a hard case. It's working so far. Every Wednesday I tune into TeleBingo just to catch the jokes. Keep it up, it's great to have a good laugh after a long day. It's from Callum McNeil, and I might say Callum's a very sensitive bloke. He stays up in the middle of the night and feeds the baby while his wife gets some sleep, as you should. Good on you, Callum. Here's one for you, mate. Why are Americans so loud? Don't know. So you can hear them above their shirts. They get better, let me tell you. Here she is, Ingrid Mole.
Well, I think you've lost your one and only fan. Callum will not tune in anymore.
Thank you very much.
That was pretty bad.
Thank you. You've had an embarrassing week yourself.
That's right. I was on the phone, and I think any parent can sympathise with me here. Kids are mischief when you're on the phone.
Yeah.
Anyway, he went to the pantry, got out the biscuits, which are little, biscuits cats eat, and he poured them all on the floor and started eating them. He wouldn't stop eating them. He probably thought to himself, God, this is better than Mum's cooking.
I tell you what, my brother did that with dog biscuits, and I could not get him off the car tyres.
You're getting better. He's warming up.
Have a good show, mate.
Thanks, Simon.
All right. Let's meet our contestants. First up, he's the champ. Third week on the programme, Dean Soul.
G'day, Simon.
Hi, Dean. How are you?
Quietly nervous, thanks.
Quietly nervous. Well, you've got a lot to play for. You've won $4,700 so far. You're risking the outdoor furniture, a 25-inch television, and $1,000 cash. Best of luck with that, mate.
Thanks very much,
You've
Simon.
got a mind of knowledge there, so good luck with you.
Thank you.
And next up, Toby Bishop. Hi, Toby.
Hi, Simon.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. You do a bit of painting.
I do.
Yes.
A lot, yeah.
You're an artist. What sort of painting do you do?
Lots of the time I paint soft portraits.
Oh, okay. So you get a photo of yourself and then?
Then I paint it, yeah. I change it a bit and stuff.
All right. How many have you done?
I've done 7.
Are you going to sell them?
I've sold some of them already.
Really? Good man, Toby. I'd like to sell a couple of paintings, but I have trouble with the dots, connecting them all up. You're a beautiful audience. Good luck, Toby.
Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, John Woolf. Hi, John.
Hey, Simon.
How's it going?
Good, mate.
You're married?
I am.
And what is your wife's name?
Bev.
Bev. She'll be watching the show. And
She's in the audience.
Is she really?
Yep.
That's lovely. Where are you, Bev? Oh, you've done very well for yourself, John.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
Yeah, good man. And you work at Bow Repairs. You're the manager there?
I do, yep.
What happened to Vince Martin? You know, the guy that...
Well, what they say is he's gone to Hollywood to pursue his career, so...
Is that right?
Yeah, apparently.
Yes, a lot of tyres over there. John, have a
Indeed.
good show, mate. Hope it goes
Thanks,
well
mate.
for you. There we go. There's our 3 contestants, and they're all playing for these prizes.
You'll take a trip to the heart of Australia and take Australia to your heart with the Northern Territory's Tourist Commission. And a radical new move in motoring. It's the Daihatsu Move, a multi-purpose vehicle like never before, with versatility like never before and space to spare. It moves people, it moves cargo, it moves everybody, all at the flip of a seat. And you can even sleep in it. Flexibility plus safety plus comfort too. Make the move. Affordable quality from Daihatsu New Zealand.
Supercar, isn't it? Supercar. Ingrid, tell us how it works.
Thanks, Simon. Well, this is the first game tonight. All you have to do is mark off those 4 corners on your ticket. And tonight's free square is the bottom right. We call the numbers. When one of yours comes up, mark it off. The numbers between 1 and 15 you'll find in the B column. Between 16 and 30, look under the I. 31 to 45 under the N. 46 to 60 under G, and 61 to 75 right down the end in the O column. We draw just the 27 numbers in 4 corners. So when you hear the sound, that's the end of the game. We know then and there what the 4 corners prize is. And right now, the total prize pool for draw number 19 stands at $420,162. So tickets and result sheets ready for the first number. Simon.
Thanks, Ingrid. OK, now, as you know, we give you all $125. That's your cash. You get to keep that, plus a free square. From here on in, $25 in a corner square for a correct answer. If you're incorrect, we take off $25. First of you to get 4 corners, $100. Second to get 4 corners, 50. Third, 25. 27 numbers must be drawn. Good luck at home. Hope you've got your tickets there. And we're into it. What ecclesiastical season begins next Sunday?
B4.
Dean.
Christmas.
No, Advent. I'm sorry, Dean, we take off 25. Which group of islands includes mainland, Yell and Unst? The Shetlands is the answer we needed there. An extract of what toxic plant is Socrates supposed to have been forced...
61.
Dean?
Hemlock.
To drink. It was hemlock. Well done. How long has the Labour senior whip, Jonathan Hunt, been an MP?
71.
Dean?
30 years.
Exactly right, 30 years. Who did Dame Kath Tizard succeed as...
B7.
Dean?
Paul Reeves.
Sir Paul Reeves is Governor-General of New Zealand. And he's got 4 corners, just like that. Bonus of 100, Dean. Which is the longest tunnel in New Zealand?
B1.
Dean?
Otira.
No, it's the Kaimai Tunnel, 9 k's long. What is the dried kernel of the coconut called?
N31.
Dean?
Copra.
Copra is correct. Where would you find the satellite Charon?
G52.
Dean?
Around Pluto.
That's right. And it was a bonus too of $50, Dean. Which Hoover ran the FBI?
B2.
Dean?
J. Edgar.
J. Edgar is correct. What is David Longie's middle name?
B5.
Dean?
Russell.
Russell is correct. 400 you're on now. Who made the first solo flight from Australia to New Zealand?
G47.
Dean?
Jean Batten.
No, in 1931 it was Guy Menzies. Who wrote the novel Tarzan of the Apes?
G60.
Burrows.
Yes, Edgar Rice Burroughs. How many women MPs are there in New Zealand Parliament? 34. Highest number ever. On top of what body part would you find the adrenal gland?
N32.
Dean?
The brain.
No, the kidney. A little bit lower, Dean, but not that low if you're with me. What is iron coated with zinc, better known as?
N41.
Dean?
Galvanised.
Galvanised iron. Which German director's films include Nosferatu and Fitzcarraldo? Werner Herzog. That's right, that was quite easy, that one, fellas, I'm sorry. Which New Zealander pioneered the canning of fruit and vegetables?
I-19.
Dean?
Watty.
Sir James Watty in Hastings, that's right. And it was a bonus again, Dean. He's picking them out, $100. 525 now, plays 125 and 125. Which Olympic Games was officially boycotted by New Zealand?
G50.
Toby.
1980.
You are correct, in Moscow. In which branch of the arts did New Zealander Tony Ferguson find success?
B3.
Toby?
Painting.
Painting is right. What is the literal meaning of the word gymnasium?
N45.
Dean?
Exercise room.
No, the school for naked exercise. Prince Charles is quite familiar with that one. In 1984, which New Zealand businessman published a novel called The Permit?
B6.
Dean?
Bob Jones.
You're right, Sir Robert Jones. Who was the lead singer for the Grateful Dead?
N34.
Dean?
Jerry Garcia.
Jerry Garcia, a bit of a happening guy too, Dean. It was a bonus of $50.
Thank you.
In the UK, what is VAT?
073.
Dean?
Value added tax.
That's right. Who was the first European to swim Cook Strait?
G48.
Dean again.
Davenport.
That's right, Barry Davenport, back in 1962. What's the fluid that remains after blood has clotted?
064.
Dean?
Plasma.
No, serum. I'm sorry.
And Simon, that's the 22nd number. Already have over 20,000 Four Corners winners. And remember, 5 numbers still to go. Back to you.
Right, good luck with that. Good luck. In 1995, which had the greater population, Ireland or New Zealand?
B13.
Dean?
New Zealand.
No, it was Ireland. I'm sorry, Dean. Who wrote the orchestral suite The Planets?
I-22.
Dean?
Holst.
That's right, Gustav Holst. Who is the flute-playing Greek god of shepherds?
G54.
Dean?
Pan.
Pan is right. Another bonus he's picked up of $100. What were Challenger, Buran and...
I-27.
Dean?
Space shuttles.
Columbia, they were all space shuttles. Is a nautical mile longer or shorter?
075.
Dean?
It's longer.
It's longer than a statute mile by 800 yards, as a matter of fact. And that ends Four
It
Corners.
certainly does. We ended up with 33,781 Four Corners winners. They each received $8. So well done. Now get your pens ready because here are the numbers we drew for Four Corners. Si.
Thanks, Ingrid. John, 125. It's a tough round, that, wasn't it? Toby, 175, leading the way as our champion. Third week up, $800 for Dean. We're coming right back with Cross after this break. Grab yourself a drink. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back. This is TeleBingo, of course.
That's right. Now, Simon, have you seen this? It's called a dobber.
Right.
Right, you use it instead of a pen.
Okay, and what do? You put it on your tickets?
You mark off your ticket as you're going along. It makes it a lot faster, a lot easier.
Oh, and very easy to see, of course.
That's exactly right. Now, they cost around $2, and you can find them at selected Lotto outlets, and they come in 4 fashion colours.
Very nice.
Go with any decor.
Here's a little tip, though. Don't leave them in your bathroom because the kids will use them for toothpaste.
Would they?
No, it's just...
4 corners, okay, 33,781
I don't think it
people
worked.
collected on $8. No, it didn't. So well done to you. Now, the next game up is cross. And the plan here is to form a cross pattern, corner to corner. Just like that. And we draw just 7 more numbers for you to do on it. I'll
Thanks,
just
Ingrid.
stop off before you embarrass yourself even more.
Good on you, thank you. Righto, 2 squares you've earned from game number 1. Move across into your pattern, and the cross pattern that Ingrid just spoke of. We can't move yours at this stage, John and Toby, but when you get them, we'll certainly put them in there for you. And of course, 5 categories with topics behind them. These are the categories: box office, invoice, nature, geography, and ours at. On sports, and we're going to start with you, please, Dean, given that you're leading at this stage. A category and topic, thanks.
Invoice titles, please.
Invoice titles. In what park did someone leave the cake out?
B11.
Dean?
MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park in the rain, $100 for you.
Ours at ball sports, please.
How's that, ball sports? What game, similar to netball, was developed...
074.
John?
Basketball.
Developed in Holland in the early 1900s. It was korfball. Sorry, John, we have to take off the money. Toby?
Box office movies.
Box office movies. What's Eddie Murphy's latest film on release?
M37.
John?
The Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor is right for 75.
Nature Minerals.
Nature mineral. Gunpowder is a mixture of saltpeter,
G58.
Dean,
Sulphur.
charcoal, and what else? Sulphur. Well interrupted. 975 for you now, Dean.
Thank you. Ours at sports history, please.
How's that, sports history? Who was the first New Zealander to win 4 medals at a Commonwealth?
I24.
John?
Ian Ferguson.
At a Commonwealth or Olympic Games, it was the swimmer Rebecca Perrott, Edmonton 1984, and we go to Dean.
Nature vegetable, please.
Nature vegetable. What domestic product was originally produced by boiling wood ash with animal fat?
I26.
Dean?
Soap.
Soap, that's right, for $100, and you've formed across 2, so a further
Thank you.
$100 takes you to $11.75, Dean.
Geography, land, please, Simon.
Geography, land. What's the capital of Finland?
B8.
Dean?
Helsinki.
Helsinki is right, $100 for you, and that ends cross.
It certainly does. We end it with 566 winners across, and they each received $77. And here are the 7 numbers we drew for cross. Simon.
Yes, so if you've got a dobber, mark them off. And Toby, 175. John, 150. Dean, same position as last week, as a matter of fact. 2 away from bingo. Your score is 12.75. We're back. Don't forget the bingo prize pool this week, $100,000. It could be paying off your car or house when we come back. See you in a couple of ticks. Hello there. Righto, settle back in your chair. The big round is coming up, bingo, and of course you could win $100,000, but you'll only win it if, when you're doing the grocery shopping, you pick up a couple of these TeleBingo tickets. So after you've got the vegetables and before you get the meat, grab your TeleBingo tickets, $4, and while you're at it, grab a results sheet, and that might make it easier for you as you're marking off the numbers. You write them down there, unless of course you've got a dobber, and then you won't probably need one of those.
Okay, Simon.
Thanks.
4 corners tonight was worth $8, and 566 people collected $77 for cross. Now it's bingo. It's the first one, all ones, to black out the board. And I think Dean's almost blacked out his board, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
Doing
2
really
away,
well.
Dean, at this stage. 12.75 you're on. Toby and John. Just quietly, fellas, a little bit of work to put in on this round, but who knows? I mean, who knows? 150 and 175. So the bonus dollars are back into the game, including the super bonus of 200 big ones, and the categories are these. First up, before they were famous. Interestingly enough, networking about the TV, going back in time, of course, and off the cuff, who said what? Correct answer, 25. If you're incorrect, we take off 25, and we keep going till we get a winner, or possibly winners, at home. Dean, if you could kick us off, mate.
I18.
Interestingly enough, which is the largest constellation in the zodiac? Dean?
Virgo.
Virgo is right, and you move to within 1 of bingo on your board.
N42.
Networking, which newsreader said that reading the news was like riding a bicycle?
Dean?
Dougal Stevenson.
You needed, what you needed was sobriety and good eyes. It was Philip Sherry. And he had a fairly impressive pair of eyebrows, didn't he, when you think back? Toby?
G46.
Going back, when was the first book about New Zealand published? Dean?
1773.
1773, and he's done it. Dean, that is remarkable. It really is. You've bingoed your board, so well done to you. You've won the game. But, of course, we keep going. Toby and John, it pays to play this game, of course. There is money up for grabs. Any dollar you earn from here on in, you get to take home with you. Dean, when we get a winner at home, your dollars are doubled. Off the cuff, who said, start off every day with a smile and get it over with? Toby?
W.C. Fields.
W.C. Fields is right.
063.
Off the cuff again, who said marriage is a great institution, but I'm not ready? Dean?
Mae West.
For an institution yet, you are correct, Mae West.
G57.
Going back, the assassination of Austria's Archduke Franz. Dean?
World War One.
World War I is right. Very difficult name that to say.
I23.
Dean, interestingly enough, who has been the longest reigning world? Toby?
Joe Lewis.
Boxing champion, Joe Lewis is correct.
I30.
Interestingly enough, where is the world's largest sundial? Dean?
Central Park, New York.
It was Walt Disney World, Florida, and that was the super bonus of 200. Not that you particularly needed that at this stage. Toby?
N38.
Networking, Andy Griffith was sheriff in what American town? Toby?
Mayberry.
Mayberry is correct. Still with you?
I17.
Interestingly enough, which is the world's largest railway station? Dean?
Grand Central Station.
Grand Central Station.
N33.
Networking, what is Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman's first name? Dean?
Mike.
It is Mike. And it was a bonus of 50.
Excellent.
G56.
Going back, in Greek mythology, who was the many-headed monster? Dean?
Hydra.
Hydra is correct. This isn't a question, but do you know the mythological beast that was half man, half bull? Half man, half beast. Buffalo Bill. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
068.
I'm struggling tonight, I tell you. Off the cuff, who said, not only is there no God, but try getting a plumber? Dean?
Roseanne Barr.
A plumber on weekends. It was Woody Allen. And we go to John.
N40.
Networking. What current TV2 sitcom features twin sisters? Yes, John.
Sister.
Sister, good man. You've got the money.
And Simon,
065.
Sorry, Ingrid, we'll be right.
tell you later.
No problem. Off the cuff. Who said girls are always running through my mind? They wouldn't dare walk, Toby?
George Hamilton.
No, it was Andy Gibb, and it was a bonus of 100 too.
Your joke's getting worse.
I said what you were going to say.
What I was going to say is we've got lots of players at home getting pretty close to sharing that big $100,000 bingo prize. Any number now.
Yep, that's good. 100,000, nice. Dean, please.
069.
Off the cuff, who said the hardest thing in the world to understand is income tax? John? Ernest Rutherford. Albert Einstein. I'm sorry, mate. Toby?
N43.
Networking. What colour television system is used in France? Dean?
CCAM.
CCAM is right. We've got a winner at home.
Not one winner, Simon, but two winners tonight who are $50,000 richer apiece. So congratulations to you too.
Well done. Two winners, 50 apiece, and Dean tonight with $3,000. You are the TeleBingo champion. That's an impressive score. Well done. John, 150 for you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
All the best to you. Thanks for coming on the show with us. And Toby, 225.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Good luck with the painting.
Cheers.
All the best. A couple of very nice fellas, aren't they? So we're back with Dean when he goes on to match and win. We'll see you right after this break. Stay with us. How are you? How's it going? Well, Dean, you're a machine at the moment, I have to say.
Oh, thank you very much, Simon.
Going very nicely.
We had 34,349 TeleBingo winners tonight. And now I'm going to show you where our two bingo winners are from. So if you don't want to know, don't look.
I was born there.
No.
I was so.
Get away.
I was born there. Yes, a long time ago, as it turns out. But anyway, Dean, we're going to play match and win in a moment, but here's the prizes you're playing for.
Surf the net or go multimedia in style with a Sparse Pentium 100 personal computer. It comes fully loaded with a variety of software for your home and work needs. Take the advantage from AST Computer. Say goodbye to frost forever with the GR222 fridge freezer from Gold Star. Automatic defrosting, space-saving flashback and a big 200-litre capacity from Gold Star. This will suit you to a T. A set of 12 golf clubs with bag, trundler, rolly shoes and covers to keep your clubs warm. great golf gear, all from Coonan. And if you stay for 4 weeks, Dean, you could win this. Take the trip to the heart of Australia and take Australia to your heart, flying Air New Zealand and Ansett Australia. Explore the stunningly diverse Northern Territories at your own pace in your own Territory rent-a-car. Try a trek on a camel or spend a night in the Crocodile Hotel. Take an AAT Kings tour, discovering the magic of the Red Centre. A wonderful 10-day holiday brought to you by the Northern Territories Tourist Commission.
That is superb. Oh, it is good. And if you stay for 5 weeks, then we put on the match and win board this.
A radical new move in motoring. It's the Daihatsu Move, a multi-purpose vehicle like never before, with versatility like never before, and space to spare. It moves people, it moves cargo, it moves everybody, all at the flip of a seat, and you can even sleep in it. Flexibility plus safety plus comfort too. Make the move. Affordable quality from Daihatsu New Zealand.
Excellent. All right, Dean, good luck with this, mate.
Thank you.
45 seconds to match and win as many prizes as you can, and your time starts now.
Bowler hat and strawberry.
Bowler hat and strawberry, the computer and nothing.
Star and spoon.
Star and spoon, 550.
Lobster and clock.
Lobster and clock, 1,000 and nothing.
Shamrock and fish.
Shamrock and fish, the wild card, you've got the golf clubs.
Very good. Heart and spoon.
Heart and spoon now, 500 and 1,500.
Heart and star.
Heart and star, 500, and you've got the cash.
Excellent. Kiwi and dice.
Kiwi and dice now, nothing and nothing.
Horseshoe and socks.
Horseshoe and socks, 1,000 on the computer.
Socks and bowler hat.
Socks and bowler hat, the computer, and you've got another.
Excellent. Moon and rainbow.
Moon and rainbow, fridge freezer and 15.
Rainbow and spoon.
Rainbow and spoon, 1,500, and more cash.
Sun and moon.
Sun, oh, we're out of time, just missed it. However, look at this, Dean. $7,700 is safe money. That's what you have in your bank account. If you want to come back next week, Dean, you will risk the outdoor furniture, the Gold Star TV, the golf clubs, the computer, and a further $3,000 cash. The jackpot, $27,500. Could be up to 35, 40 in 5 weeks. The car. Would you like to come back?
I'd like to come back. Thank you.
He is coming back. He's putting a lot on the line.
Another great evening for you. And Simon, have you got a wee story?
We've got a little bit of time. All right, there's 3 guys, an Israeli, an Indian and an Australian, and they're looking for a place to stay. So they come to this old farmhouse, and the farmer says, look, there's not enough room for all of you. So he says to the Israeli, says, you're going to have to go and sleep in the barn. Oh, no. The Israeli goes out to the barn. 5 minutes later, he comes back. There's a knock at the door, and the farmer opens the door. It's the Israeli, and he says, look, I can't stay in here. He said, there's a pig in the barn, and I find that offensive to my culture. So he says to the Indian, he says, all right, look, you're going to have to go out to the barn. So the Indian goes out. 5 minutes later, knock at the door. It's the Indian. And the Indian says, look, I'm terribly sorry, I cannot be sleeping in the barn. There is a cow in the barn, and I find that personally offensive to my culture. He says, oh, crikey. So he says to the Australian, he says, look, I'm sorry to do this to you, mate, but he says, I'm sorry to do this to you, but to the Australian, he says, you're going to have to go and sleep in the barn. The Australian goes out. 5 minutes later, there's a knock at the door. It's the cow and the pig.
That was quite good.
Come on, Dean, I'll crack a smile, mate. Hey, got a smile. Well, listen, thank you very much again. You've got a lot to play for next week, haven't you?
That's right.
A lot to play for.
And remember, next week also is a $100,000 bingo prize pool again. So get your tickets in early, and remember, if you've got a couple of bucks extra, buy one of those jobbers.
Good point. And as we approach Christmas, there is a $250,000 draw on Christmas Eve. We'll tell you about that more, but have a great week. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good going,
Don't watch that. Watch this.
The folks at Mount Thomas are ready for Halloween. One prankster's on the job nice and early in a rather novel costume. That's why the Force is interested to find out if he's planning a trick or treat for Blue Healers tomorrow night on TV1. Coming up next tonight, Casualty.